Good morning, Internet. It is Monday the 17th of August 2020, and I realised that I messed up yesterday's medium Sudoku by attaching a hard Sudoku at the start rather than the medium. It's just, I guess I rushed it to get that video out when I saw the, what was it? The known zero notation solve, and I confused myself because I'm using a new video editing software, and I'm still not used to the user control, the user interface yet, and I must have selected the wrong clip. And when I decided to kind of like pair the clips together, so I'm going to do, let's see, I ended up sleeping in because yeah, I tried solving the medium Sudoku with zero notations last night, and I just ended up getting too sleepy, and so I thought I'll just do, I've only got yeah, and I slept in this morning, so I've only got about 20 minutes left before work, so I'm just going to do a normal solve, but talk a little bit faster than normal, and if I have time later, no, actually, I think I'm going to leave it till tomorrow to do another zero notation solve. So I'm just going to run through it. Ones, I can't see anything. Twos, I can see a 2 down here, because these twos locks those cells, so that gives me a notation of 2s up there, 2s over here, 2, 2. I've got 3 possible locations for 2s there. I've got another 2 there because these 3 2s interacts. And I think that's all the notations, so let's look at 3s. 3, 3, so these are 3s, giving me another 3 over here, because that 3 and that 3 locks those cells. 3, 3, 3, so I've got another pair of 3s here because of these 2, and I think that's all the notations I can do. So what about 4s? 4s, I've got a pair of 4s down here because of that 4, I've got a pair of 4s here because of this, and that points downwards, doesn't give me anything. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Let's look at 5s. I got a 5 up here and a pair of 5s. Basically these 2 5s looks up and a 5 blocks row number 1, and gives me that number. So we've got another pair of 5s down here because of these 2 5s interacting with that vertically. Let's move on to 6s. 6s, they don't interact in any meaningful ways yet. 7s, so that's locked in as a 7, which means we push the 4 out. And with the 4 out, what about the 7? 7 looking down, can't do anything with that yet. So, but I do have spotted a pattern here. These, basically 7 cannot go in this cell. So on this row, 7 has to be in one of these cells, and I've got 7 up there, so that gives me another pair of 7s, and I think that's it. So what about 8? Well, we've got 8 here because of this 8, and now we've got another pair of 8 up here because we've got 2 8s here, but one of the 8s has to be in these 3 cells, so that locks the bottom row in the 3 cages on the top. So I think that's all the 8s that we can do. What about 9s? We've got a pair of 9s there because this 9 blocks that cell, and also means the 9 has to go down here as a pointed pair. Pardon me. But also, whilst that cell is blocked, this 9 locks these 3 cells as well, so the only possible 9s are in these 2 positions in that cage. Got another pair of 9s here, so I should probably look at this as well whilst I'm at it. This is 1, 4 and 9. I can't see any 1s or 4s horizontally, so I think that's all I can do. 9s. I've also got a pair of 9s here. I think that's all the 9s, so let's have a look at the 1s. 1s. 2 1s. Right, so I know 1 has to be on this column down at the bottom cage. That is also blocked. I've also got a 1 in the bottom row, so 1s have to be there. 1s have to be here, and nothing else. So what about 2s? 2 2 No changes on 2s, I don't think. 3s, 3, 3, 3, 3. Looks up. Nothing on there. What about 4s? 4s. So I've got a pair of 4s here because of these 2 4s. 4s. Nothing else happening on 4s, I don't think. So let's look at 5s. 5s. 5, 5, 5. So 5s are here and here, here and here. So nothing else going on with that. 6s. So 6 is a weak number. 6. I've only got 2 of them, and they don't interact very well at all. So 6. Pardon me. 6. So yeah. Oh, actually, 6 is over here because 6 are locked in those cells. In fact, I should probably look at this. This is 1, 6, and 8. So I don't know how I missed putting pencil marks in. So if those are 8s, yeah, we used those 8s before. In fact, these are 8 as well because of these 2 looking into those cells, which means that's no longer an 8. That's an 8. And what does that do? It doesn't do anything for us, does it? 1. Oh, it means 1 has to be down here. Also, we know 1s are over here as well. So, so these are 1s and 6s. 6, 6. Nothing else happening. So let's move on to 7s. 7s are now locked in those cells, and in the bend triple there. 7, 8. 8, 8, 8, 8, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. So 9 is another bend triple over there. So, not getting in as many resolutions as I hoped. So let's have a look at these triples. These are, oh, 6 is, don't know how I missed that. 6 is over here because of that 6, which means 6 are now locked in there as well. And nothing else. So that gives me a pair of 7s and 8s. 7s and 8s. Not really useful just yet. So 7, 8, 4, 7, 8, and 4, 7, 8, and 9. So is that a naked single? No, it's not, because we haven't pencil marked in this. Oh yes, we have. 7, 8, 9. So can I see a 4? No, it can't. What about here? No, we can't. So that's no good. Let's go around the board again. So these are 1s. 1, 1, 4, and 9. No use to us. So 1, 1, 1. 1s. 2s. So today's medium seems to be trickier than normal. Let's hope it's not another one that requires me to figure out naked pairs or triples by doing all the candidates, because I don't like doing that, and but I'll probably have to bite the bullet and do that just for the sake of time, because yeah, we are looking a bit desperate now. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. Nothing on 6s. Yeah, I was hoping 6 can be locked in those cells, but they're not. 7, 7, 7. So 7s are now here, which is not helpful just yet. 7, 8. 8s are now locked in there, which means I've got 2 8 pair. That's really useful, because that means the 6 and the 7 have to be knocked out. So that means 6 has to be here, 9 has to be there, 7 has to be here, 3 has to be here. Oh, sorry, unlocked a wrong pencil mark. So that was a demonstration of the power of slider notation. So if I erase everything, I think I had enough 7 here. So basically by placing the 8, oh no, there was a 9 somewhere. Oh yeah, the 9's there. So what else is there? Yeah, so that's what we had before. But basically, with the slider notation, there are not much distractions going on, but we can see the 2's and the 8's are both locked in these two cells. That means they are forming a pair of 2's and 8's. And that's useful for us because it basically pushes any other possibilities out. And in this case, it's the 6 and the 7. And by pushing those numbers out, we've only got one candidate left in the cage, basically. So that means 7 has to go there. And I've just erased another 3. So the 3 has to be there. And I've got 6, 9 pair there. So 9 has to go there, 6 has to go there. So that's just a quick demonstration of the power of slider notation. So that moves the 6 over here, and now the 6 has to go there because 6 can't go in these two cells. So I just push the 5 out, and that pushes 7 out. So now 7 has to go here because I've got these two 7's. So that locks the 6 in the final cell. Let me switch to normal for a second, so because I think I may be able to do a lot more now. So 1's, so this forms a pair on the column. I'm trying to turn down the microphone whilst I sneeze now. So this is a 1 and 5 pair, 1 and 5. So that leaves a 4 inside. And if that's a 1 and 5, actually that 9 already erased that 9 over there, leaving me with a pair of 4's. So 4's got to go there, 1 and 4. So now 1's got to go down here, and 5 has to go up here. So apologies if that's a little bit fast, but I'm just conscious of time at the moment. So these are a pair on the rows, so they have to be 4 and 5. I see a 4 up there, so oops, 4 and 5 are already resolved. That leaves me a single kind of playable cell within this cage because 2's and 8's are locked as a pair in those cells. So the only thing left is a 1. So we've done a lot of we've done a lot of numbers by just finding that pair of 2's and 8's. This demonstration how powerful slider notations can be when there are these kind of chain reactions going on. I've only got one cell left in this row, and it's a 4. That 4 takes out the candidate 4 up there, which puts the 4 there, and it eliminates 8. So I've got another pair of 8's over here, but before I pencil mark them in, I know I've got so 4 can't be there anymore. So these are 3, 7, and something else. 3, 7, and 9. So I can't resolve that yet because I don't know where all the numbers are. I've got some triples over here as well. So in fact, this 6 resolves this 1 6 pair. So that means these are indeed 1 and 8, and that cannot be a 1. So that has to be the 1, and that has to be the 8. And these are now 9's and 4's. So because of that 4, I know where the 4 and the 9 goes. This 8 eliminates that 8, meaning that's a 7 and 8. And that 7 eliminates that 7, which resolves the 3 and 7. And now we're left with a 6, which has to be over here because there's 6 and that 6. And a 9. And this 9 also gives us a single digit left up here, which is a 3, just by looking at the column. Now this forms a triple on this column, meaning that has to be single digit left, and in fact we can already tell it's 6 because that 6 takes out that 6. So now I've got 1, 2 and 9 left in here. Oh, pardon me, just having hiccups right now. So I can't resolve that just yet. I can pencil mark in the 9s, but I don't think I need to anymore. I think I'm at a stage where I should be able to solve everything. So I've come on a triple here, and if the pencil marking are any indication, there should be 2, 5 and 9. I've got 5 and 9 here, so that means that's a 2. So that leaves me the 5 here and a 9 there, and that has to be a 9 as well on the roll. So I just erased the pencil marking of 2, so 2s and 1 are now resolved, and now I can just look at the board and I can tell that's a 1, that's a 3, and that's an 8, which finally resolves the 2 and the 8 at the bottom. So I hope that's useful. Tomorrow I think what I'm going to do is, rather than doing fast solves, I'm going to try and do the zero notation solves. So it's still kind of useful, but I think it's good practice for me as well to kind of, I think it'll be useful for like me trying to solve hard Sudokus if I can spot patterns without using any notations at all, because that's kind of what I'm weak at the moment. Anyway, I shall see you guys tomorrow. Like, subscribe, comment, do anything you can on if you have anything to say. Otherwise, I'll see you then. Bye.